Welcome back to Cosmic Kickback, the galaxy's favorite talk show. My name is Josh. With me, as always, is the co-host,
Nick.
What are we talking about today?
Dude, we got a lot of news.
Yes, sir.
We're also going to be talking this time actually on Creature Commandos. I'm sorry for people that listened last week. I bet people that heard were like, oh shit, I'm actually excited for this. and then you just listen to us for an hour and a half talk about
the
Oscar noms.
Hey, Nick was trying to do a double review too, but he got to be at work in an hour.
Dude, it's hard to do it.
Hey,
we do be yapping. Somehow we'll just bring up Star Wars.
It always happens, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is probably going to end up being over an hour, bro. We're going to be pushing it. All right, but let's lock in. For those of y'all first pulling up, this is a movie podcast. We talk all things movies, TV shows, sometimes games, maybe sometimes music. I don't know. Every now and then. Not really. That might have happened like once or twice, but you never know. Hey, it could always happen. This could be the episode where Nick just randomly brings up a Weeknd album. I don't know why it would be, but it might. Anyway, we're going to jump right in with the first piece of news. So as recording this just a couple hours ago this morning, the first trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps has released. Nick, give us your initial thoughts.
All right, first off, it was a teaser. All right.
I mean, it's still a trailer, my brother.
The trailer is 2 minutes. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Dude, this thing looks awesome. I'm finally... Oh, God. It's so good to get some visuals for this because all for the longest time we had was what they showed at San Diego Comic-Con. And those were like really shitty, like blurry photos. But it looks so good. Like we said, this is taking place in the 60s. I love the cars that are driving around. And, I mean, dude, the cast just looks amazing.
I agree.
Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman. You know, I'm buying it, bro. I mean, out of everyone, I feel like her powers are the most underrated.
Hey, underrated? Low-key? Shit. Hers might be low-key the most powerful.
Because she has more than just, like, turning invisible.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we can debate all that later on, but, like, as for the trailer, I agree with you. I love, like, the, like, 60s neo-futurism, like, look that they have. It's very like it's an actual art style that happened back then when they were like, oh, like how is the future gonna look? Like it's this cool like mix of like 60s aesthetic with like futuristic or what they thought the future would be. Like I'm loving it. I think it makes perfect sense. I'm actually surprised that we got like so many looks at the Thing. I thought they might save him for like the end of the teaser, but like he's fully in it. He has like a couple lines, a couple different shots. We get a good look at everybody, really.
Yeah, I feel like we see Johnny, we see him
doing
his thing.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't see is we don't see Reed stretch, which I guess
that is true. That is true.
But you know, I don't need to see that. I feel like all the other effects are as good as they look, especially how Ben looks. I think
it's fantastic.
It's fantastic. Dude, if those guys don't pull up in the movie.
Dude, stop. I don't want them to pull up, bro.
No. I want them to just pull up like the actors, but not as the Fantastic Four. They'll just be like interns or something at the building. And they'll just walk by. I don't know. Hey, call Miles Teller, bro.
Say it again.
Actually, that wouldn't work because Michael B. Jordan's is Killmonger. God damn it.
Yeah, bro, get them out, dude. We don't want them, bro. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the movie's gonna start with Deadpool killing them.
Say that again.
It's gonna be like, yeah.
Oh god. Well, I love the outfits. Like I love the full like blue and white look. I love how they actually got the Thing wearing like clothes.
I know, dude. They got it.
Oh man, bro. Yeah, I mean, what do you think of Galactus at the end?
Oh, dude, at the very end, I like how. I mean, kind of crazy to see Galactus, which is like such a cosmic, like crazy, overpowered Marvel villain, kind of just happening on screen. I think they're just gonna make him look like a big dude. I don't know what his face is gonna look like, but I mean, he, god damn it, he looks massive. He looks massive.
It's massive.
In the least, God, I'm not trying to be ironic. He looks huge, bro.
I mean, he might. Hey, you think it'd be far-fetched to say he may have a low taper fade?
Honestly, on the back of his helmet, I kind of was getting the feel he did. No, I was kidding.
Oh,
no, I want to see how they're gonna defeat Galactus, because like I've read the Infinity War comic, and I know that dude's like, bro, he's like top 3 most powerful beings in Marvel.
He's definitely up there. But I'm a little interested, I guess confused maybe, but not confused, just I guess intrigued. Galactus is normally like giant, bro. Like this motherfucker can like bite the planet, you know?
He shrunk himself maybe.
That's what I was thinking, because like at the end it looks like he's obviously, you know, massive, but he's not like as big as we've seen him. So it's like, okay, what is this version of a Galactus? Or like you said, which is what I think it is. I think he obviously, as a cosmic being, it would make sense he could do what he wants, you know, control his shape and size, and I would assume, you know, so I'm guessing that's what it is. Or another thing, I guess it could be maybe just like an alternate version, because I do think that this isn't the main MCU timeline. I think this is like a different timeline where in the 60s, the Fantastic Four were like, you know, like maybe in the regular MCU timeline, they never got their powers or something, you know, like that the cosmic space incident never happened, and they just, you know, they just had a normal, successful, nice life, you know. Yeah. But I think this one, I think it's going to converge with Secret Wars, and I think after Secret Wars, they're going to be in the main MCU timeline. But I think they're in their own separate universe right now, which doesn't have any other heroes. And I like that, actually, because at a certain point when you have so many connecting and branching storylines and stuff, it's kind of like hard to like be like, damn, I got to think about all this other shit. That's like, now you could just focus on making a movie about these people and these people only.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely does feel like, and that is not what our 1960s was, with like crazy fucking electric cars and Reed Richards being this like inventor is what it seems to be for the time. It seems like he's this universe is like Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Or like Howard Stark, since they're back in the 60s.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Secret Wars. You know, I feel like, you know, we're kind of eating again this year. We're gonna get Thunderbolts. We're gonna get Daredevil. We're getting Fantastic Four. And I'm excited to see how they all just kind of interact with each other. I'm interested to see. I can probably guess, but see how their timelines are going to merge with the MCU, whatever, 616 or 616.
I'm sure we'll get some sort of post-credit scene, because I mean, hang on, while we're doing this, let me look up the slate, the MCU upcoming slate, because, and let's see, where are the release dates? Let me look at release dates, because
Captain America is coming out in like 10 days.
Yes, that's that's so close. That's the next one. But soon after that, it's going to be, okay, here we go. I got it. So also Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man just came out, which I haven't watched yet.
I'm not watching that. I'm not trying to be like rude.
Damn, bro. I ain't watching that.
I'm not, dude, I told you I was watching Daredevil. I'll get around to it. I was really excited until like we got the first look of it. Remember, when we reacted and we were like, yeah, like something about the animation either feels weird or it just seems like, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe
I might check it out. My only thing is, and I'm a little contradictory with my own statements, because I just said I like how the Fantastic Four is kind of separate currently. I mean, they're going to obviously merge them later, but this Spider-Man show is entirely separate from the MCU. It's just, I'm a little like damn, bro, because originally the whole thing was, oh, this is going to be the origin of the MCU Spider-Man. Like, this is how he got his powers. This is what he dealt with in his first year as Spider-Man. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. We're going to see everything that happened before we met him in Civil War. But now it's just not that. So it's like, oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever, bro. Anyway, what I was going to say is, I'm sure we're going to see some sort of Avengers tease maybe at the end of Fantastic Four, because looking at this release schedule, we got Brave New World in like a week, like you said. Daredevil comes out in March. Yep. And then in May, we're getting the Thunderbolts. Then in June, we're getting Ironheart. I know you're hyped for that. But then next month, right after that, in late July, we're getting the Fantastic Four First Steps. And after that, the next major movie release, not counting the shows, because there's a couple shows coming out.
Blade finally dropping?
No, bro. It is Avengers Doomsday.
Oh shit! Wait, that is next year, right? 26.
Yeah, so that means that like
What?
Fantastic Four is the film right before the next Avengers movie.
Damn.
Yeah, it's honest. Obviously, there's a lot of shit that has gone down due to like legal shit in the real world that has affected how this this new trilogy of phases for Marvel. I think it's kind of rushed stuff along a bit, and stuff has kind of been abandoned and feels a little messy in comparison to the other one. I mean, hey, as long as they stick the landing, like I'm gonna still be happy. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, this movie is going to have to lead into Avengers Doomsday because I'm pretty sure it's confirmed the Fantastic Four are in it.
I'm kind of warmed up to the idea of Tony Stark being Dr. Von Doom.
There you go.
I mean, shit. That's there most definitely has to be a post-credits.
Yeah, well, what happened after Avengers Doomsday releases May in 2026. July of next year, apparently we're getting Spider-Man 4.
I want Daredevil and Spider-Man to work together. That's all I want.
There you go. Hey, and then we also got
I want Charlie Cox to finally get the big screen he deserves.
I agree. That's like, I mean, he was in No Way Home, but
dude, bringing this up actually, I mean, we could do this when we talk about Daredevil, but I actually think he holds like the most record, Charlie Cox at least, for like live action appearances. Like, because he was in Echo, he was in She-Hulk, he was in The Punisher, he appeared in Jessica Jones, I think. He was in No Way Home. Dude, there's probably, I mean, obviously his own show, but I'm already counting like 6.
If he was, I'm unaware of this because I only saw the first season of Jessica Jones. So I guess if Nick ain't sprouting shit, then this was, I guess, season 2 or 3. I did not see those.
Yeah, Jessica Jones has 3 seasons.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. I also haven't seen all of The Punisher. I know I started like, I watched like 80% of the first season and then I fell off and I never saw the second season.
Actually, Eben Moss, the
Cousin?
guy who's playing the Thing. Yeah, he was actually in the Punisher show.
I think I do remember that. Yeah,
he plays like some like, yeah, he's one of like Frank's old buddies.
Yeah, is he like kind of like a tech guy?
Yeah, his name is Microchip or something.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, damn, bro, cousin. All right. Well, anyway, speaking back on Fantastic Four, there was not everything was so bright today, Nick, as some people were a little mad at some posters that Marvel dropped on their official Instagram, Twitter, and the socials that I have sent to you, Nick, so we can open our Instagrams together. And maybe on if you're watching on YouTube, we'll throw up the posters on screen so you can look along as well. But if you're listening, you can go find them on Marvel's official socials. But there are 4 posters. One of them is like a group of people with like Fantastic Four flags and signs. Another one is a little girl holding a Thing action figure with some other kids behind them. Another one is some kids playing in the street in a Fantastic Four like go-kart. And another one is some kids looking at some old TVs and they have the Fantastic Four on them as they are going to space. So upon first glance, I don't mind these posters. I don't particularly love all of them for a poster, but I mean, like, these are teaser posters. It's like, you know, these aren't the official posters, so I don't really care. But what has happened since then is people are now questioning whether or not AI was used for these posters. So Nick, I want you to take a good look at all these posters and tell me, do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think?
AI with the braids. Honestly, so the first one looks really good.
AI with the braids.
I love the tagline, prepare for launch. Good. Mm-hmm. If I had to think one that looked the most fake, it's probably the last one with like all the TVs.
Okay.
Like, I think they did a good job of making sure all the images were clear and stuff. And also the third one, if you look at the posters in the back, because the third poster, I'll describe it to people. It's these kids on a street and they're going down inside of like a little made like toy Fantastic Four car, and in the back there's Fantastic Four posters on a brick wall that to me they just like oddly lit up, but also that could just be done with like Photoshop. I maybe get what they were going for though. Like, they want you to see all of this like merchandise. Honestly, this kind of gives me more context for the world. It seems like people are like, they're fans of them. Like, it seems like they're kind of like a franchise name.
Yeah.
But I mean, speaking on the posters, I think maybe only 2 or 3 of them, or I'm sorry, 1 or 2 of them just like sort of off. But I'm not nitpicking this.
You ain't nitpicking.
I could see where people are coming from though, because like, I mean, they did AI generate the intro for Secret Invasion.
Oh my god, yeah, that shit's crazy.
Which was stupid. Like, I don't know, bro. Like that just seems like it's so small, but at the same time, it's like if it's just an intro, why not just hire real workers, bro? Why not just pay somebody? So I get where people are coming from giving them flack. I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, so when looking at this, I actually think the poster that you are talking about, the 4th poster where the kids are looking at the TVs, I think that one doesn't look that AI. I think that one looks okay. I also think if you look at poster 2 and 3, like the one with the little girls holding the thing and another one with the go-karts, I believe you can actually see one of the same kids in each of the photos. Like in the background of the thing picture, you can see the girl on the right is the same as the girl on the next page on the right.
Okay. Yeah, the black girl in the coat.
Yeah, so I actually think those ones look pretty good to me. I do agree with what you said about the signs. I think in the background they clearly look edited in, I believe. I think they probably didn't know what they were gonna have, so when they took this picture, they probably just had like a green screen in the back or something, you know? But the one that I think looks the most weird is the first one. And it doesn't look that weird upon first glance, and I think they honestly cleaned it up decently. But if you zoom in, so there's a lady holding a camera on the left, on the brown coat right in the front. If you look above her head and zoom in on that guy's hand, he only has 3 fingers. Like,
what
4 fingers and then a thumb.
Whoa.
3 fingers and then a thumb. So
maybe he's an alien, bro.
Yeah, hey, you never know. But like, yeah, so I saw that because a big thing to look at when it comes to AI is to look at the hands.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, oh, hang on now. Because at first I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, but I saw that and I'm like, damn, is that AI or is he just holding the thing kind of weird and his index finger is kind of hidden? Maybe he has it behind. I don't know, but I don't know. I wouldn't hold it like that, but I mean, you never know. But yeah, that one was the biggest one that jumped out at me. And then also, this could be more of a posing thing or it could be AI, but if you look at the guy on the right side in glasses and a hat and he's got a camera to his face, if you like zoom in on him, he's not even like looking through the viewfinder. His nose is on the viewfinder. That could just be like, I don't know, like they're actors. They're not actually, or they're stand-ins. They're not actually photographers, but like that just looks a little weird. I pulled up a web page that has things circled on this poster that they are saying and are weird. And they're saying if you look at, oh wow, actually I think this is true. If you look, remember how I told you to look at the lady on the left, and that's how you found on the coat. So look at her camera, like zoom in on it, and then look at the face of the lady immediately on the right of it in the glasses, and then again look back at the camera, then look at the top left of it in between that and the 3 fingers hand, and it looks like they have a duplicate head.
Oh shit, dude, they do.
Yeah, they have the same lady's face.
Literally, like, not even like a couple inches away from.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
Dude, I honestly think they use AI. I would not be surprised.
Hey, Nick is switching up hard now.
Well, you kind of got me. Like, I feel like at first glance, I was. Yeah, a lot of these don't look weird. Maybe some of them look. Like, how would you take a photo of that? You know, or how would you make? So, like, obviously, there's some graphic design and elements in this.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you make something like with workers and from scratch, like you're not going to have, there's more attention to detail. There's not like 3 fingers or like duplicate faces and stuff. And like now that you're pointing these out, like I'm seeing them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for more now.
I'm looking at what this website has circled, and the other one I don't know what they mean, but I'll point it out just because They have the also back to the main lady that I keep using as reference in the brown coat. They have her jacket circled, and they said the jacket is a poncho with buttons. So I'm guessing they're saying that. I kind of disagree with it because I feel like if you look at it, you can it looks like there could be a line going down that's holding the jacket together. They're basically trying to say that the buttons are fake and that she's actually wearing like a dress poncho type thing. But I actually think if you follow to the right of the buttons, you could actually see it go all the way down. I disagree with that one. I think this is let me shout them out. Actually, no, I'm gonna I was gonna say it's filmstories.com. But yeah, so they're wrong on this one. I'm gonna call them out. What else do they have? Number 5. I disagree with that one. They have the dude to the left of the guy that I pointed out with the holding the camera in the viewfinder. To the left of him, there's a guy whose like back is to the poster, and you just see his jacket and he's wearing a hat and his hand is up. I don't see anything weird there, but they have that circled and they say, I don't know what's going on here. He's holding
a flag kind of weird, but I think it might be someone else that's like flag in the background. I don't know. These do look a little weird. I don't know what they're doing. The teaser was better than the posters. I mean, if these are really just like teaser posters they're gonna post online and they're not like shit they're gonna print out and like sell or have in movie theaters. I mean, shit. If I was some corporate executive, I'd be like, get the AI with the braids. We're gonna use AI.
I'm trying to find what they have a number 9 where they're saying that's
let's just move on. I mean, I don't know if people are still looking at like the poster, but I do think there are probably some elements of AI like editing in this.
Yeah, it looks. Look, this is what I've seen people talking about online. I don't think this was like a fully generative AI photo. I think these are real people that probably posed. Obviously, there's some duplicate people, which that doesn't necessarily mean AI. That just means that, like you said, the graphic design team, like, we're like, all right, like, this is obviously like, made to look like it's some sort of event thing. It's not real. It's a poster. I think they put together something, and I think they may have ran it through a AI software that kind of cleans it up, kind of makes it maybe something like that. Maybe some sort of software that maybe makes everything look crisper. I don't know, something like that. I don't think the whole thing is AI. I think they ran it through a software after they edited a lot of it,
Yeah, I could see that being like a thing. Like you put it through some software to be like, hey, check this for me. But
yeah,
I mean, it's crazy. They just put these out and people are reacting to them. Maybe they're seeing them with fresh eyes and they're just like, hey, like, why does this person have 3 fingers? Why is there like a duplicate of a lady like not even a couple pixels away from the first lady? I don't know.
I think the 3 fingers thing is the craziest thing to me. But I don't know. I hope it's not like actual full AI, because I just don't like AI being used when you could just have someone lock in and
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't want to get into like let's not use AI, but if you look back at like Walt Disney and their old movies and how they even did Star Wars, a lot of that is just they got a drafter, which is someone that draws for a living, and they had them paint like individual scenes and detailed backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
And they would have it on a glass panel, and that would be the background for the movie.
Yes, sir.
And dude, if you have someone that's that talented and you just pay them well, it's gonna be so much. Obviously, you're gonna pay them more money, but the result is gonna be so much more better.
Yeah.
And then obviously ethical. You're not using like some computer that's just gonna probably spout out some shit.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like we should go back to that cool style of like painted glass backgrounds in films. That's so cool.
I agree.
I'm waiting for someone to do it.
Well, to speak on some more hate that
oh my god. Is this Fantastic Four?
No, we're done with Fantastic Four unless you have anything else to say. But to speak on more hate, there was a little clip released of James Gunn's Superman flying again. and a lot of people are hating on it. Nick, do you know exactly why?
No. What's going on, bro? Why are they hating on Superman?
I think they're just, okay, this is what I understand. I believe they're hating on the way his face looks when he flies.
We got
right?
like a new look at him, right? He's like flying through, I guess, either Alaska or somewhere in some snowy region.
Yeah, and they're basically saying that his face, I get that they don't like, I guess, the look of wind blowing in your face as you fly, like pulling his eyes back a bit. I mean, it's not even excessive. It's not like it looks like he has a extreme wind, like jet engine, like blowing in his face. But there's like some sort of fan blowing on him to like simulate the look, obviously. But people are just hating all over. Like I'm looking at people, and they're saying everyone said this might be the worst cinematographer of the game right now, and yet they chose him. And here we are discussing how bad he is. Thanks for making Superman look like a doof.
What?
Yeah, people are saying they don't like the way his eyes looked. I'm so confused. They're saying he looks like he's cross-eyed or something because of the excessive, I guess, camera angle and wind. I don't know, bro.
That's, yeah, I remember hearing about this.
Have you seen the clip?
I saw the teaser, yeah, when it came out and James Gunn dropped it. And I remember when people were saying, like, honestly, I don't think anything looks wrong with it. Like, I mean, personally, I don't know what it's like to fly like 200 miles in the air, but I'm sure it would. There's G-force. Like, G-force pulls your face back and shit when you're going a certain speed. I do remember James Gunn being online and not defending this, but just telling people that there was no use of like CG on David's face at all. So even if that was the case, that his eyes look kind of weird, which, I mean, dude, he's flying. There wasn't even any like effects on his face to fix like anything. It's all in camera.
Yeah, James Gunn said there's zero CG, and people are basically saying it looks goofy, and they're saying that they're asking if CGI was used on his face. They said honestly, it looks off.
They're just they're Snyder haters, dude.
You mean they're Snyder lovers?
Yeah, my bad. They're Gunn haters.
They're Snyder glazers, bro. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro, I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused on how I saw this new clip and I was like, oh, cool, like another look, like another.
Yeah.
And then
5 seconds.
Yeah, and then people are just like going crazy on it. I'm so confused, bro. I really am. I think it looks good, and I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah, and this just came out like a week ago too.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got more to say?
I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say like, I'm not like even trying to glaze this movie because I know I said I was so excited for, but
yeah,
I genuinely don't see anything wrong with it. And for the Snyder glazers, I like Snyder too. All right, you can relate.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why people are hating on this for no reason.
People just love to hate on anything, bro.
I think, yeah, people are. You could put anything out, bro, and people are gonna hate.
Absolutely insane. Yeah. Okay. Well, a new piece of news that happened a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago. So apparently, Shawn Levy or Levi is Levy. He is making a Star Wars film. And Ryan Gosling is attached to star as the lead.
Dude.
You think this is actually going to be made?
I hear a lot of shit. Yeah. I know you brought this up before the pod. You're like, there's a lot of Star Wars projects that get announced and then quietly canceled.
All the time.
And then there's stuff that just gets through the cracks, bro. Like Skeleton Crew just came out. Have you sseen that?
I have not seen it yet, but yeah.
I've actually heard it's pretty good.
I've heard the same.
I feel like anything could be better than what was it called?
Already forgot. Acolyte.
Yeah. I genuinely forgot, bro.
I honestly don't think the Acolyte was that bad, but it's not that good either. It's like right down the middle, like very 5 out of 10. It's just like okay. Yeah, it's right down the middle.
I'm talking about the Shawn Levy project. I'm excited for this. I'm wondering if he's gonna play, if Ryan Gosling's gonna play like a bounty hunter or like just a normal dude or a Jedi. Honestly, imagining him as a Jedi, it's kind of just like a meme. Like, I don't know. I probably could take him seriously. He definitely could probably play it well, but I feel like Ryan Gosling has like this charm to him.
Yeah.
So where like if they were to put him into like the role of a serious Jedi, he's kind of achieved this status of, well, like, oh, like, not that he's a meme and he can't be taken seriously, but it's like, oh, it's Ryan Gosling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think this could be good. I think Ryan Gosling's a good actor. I'm excited to see him. I mean, I feel like he is, if I can't think of any right now, but like he's one of the few like big A-list actors that isn't a part of a franchise.
Really?
I mean, is he in a franchise? Am I just like blanking hard right now? Can you think of, is he in any like big franchises like Marvel, Star Wars,
Barbie
DC? Barbie ain't no franchise, bro. Not yet.
I wouldn't even say Blade Runner, honestly. Those are two its own things. Franchise is like crazy.
Blade Runner, actually, no. I think that you could call that a franchise now since it has the sequel. So I guess that is his closest thing. Barbie obviously was already a big franchise, but that was like its first movie. And I hope they don't make like a universe of Barbie movies.
Dude, I think we should just enjoy the first one for what it was.
Yeah,
so
I agree. But like, you know what I'm saying though? Like he isn't in like a superhero universe or Star Wars or something like that. You know, he kind of be just, you know, doing whatever.
I'm just kidding.
One movie, bro.
Imagine he pulls up in the drive jacket. He's just a fucking guy.
God. Yeah, so I don't know what this will be, but I'm excited to see it. If it actually comes out, because I swear to God, Star Wars greenlits like 4 different movies a year with 4 different big directors, and then none of them get made.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, bro. And I don't mean to like hate on just like the management at Disney or just specifically under Star Wars.
Yeah.
I heard actually rumors that Kathleen Kennedy, who's been there for a long time, is going to be maybe leaving. So I don't know who's going to step up.
Hey, John Favreau, bro, or who's the other guy?
Please.
The other dude in charge
Mike Roth or Dave Filoni?
Dave Filoni. I'd be fine if I think any of them.
Any of the guys that ran the whole show for The Mandalorian and obviously written for a bunch of other Star Wars projects. Please just give it to them, bro. Like dude, we missed out. I hate bringing up Star Wars. God damn it. I mean, I guess we're talking about it. We're talking about it, but we missed out so hard, bro, on the sequel trilogy.
They could have cooked, bro. I don't know why the fuck. Oh man, this shit could turn into an hour tangent, bro. But like it's a legitimate question, like, because they started so strong with The Force Awakens, and obviously The Last Jedi split a lot of people. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people really hate it. Some people are just kind of like, they like some stuff, don't like other stuff. In my opinion, I think that Disney or Star Wars, whoever, Lucasfilm, like whoever's running all that, they should have just stuck with what they were doing and just finished with the trilogy's original plans. The fact that they shifted everything off of like The Last Jedi, regardless of if you liked it or not, just made the ending just feel so fucking fan film, like, I don't know, just so weird. It doesn't feel real, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, and
like Homelander in the theater, bro, when I was watching the Rise of Skywalker.
God, dude. So what's your name? Ray Skywalker. Yes, sir.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh, dude. See, it's just crazy. Bro, it's crazy.
Let's do a whole episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have
holy
to.
Shit. Actually, hold on. This actually is news right here. January 1st.
You got new news?
Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down at the end of her contract. That's crazy. So I guess there's somebody else coming to Lucasfilm. I guess they just don't know who. I guess they hope they find that out, honestly, before
all right,
before that movie.
All right, Nick. Well,
they're already cooking.
Hey, well, next thing,
they're
they finally cooking.
What's up?
Well, next thing up, we got a new trailer for Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Oh my god!
What is
these trailers?
What is this, Nick?
It's a Weeknd album, bro.
So you actually are talking about music this episode. Who would have thought?
I mean, I don't really listen to The Weeknd, but you know, I feel like he's at that point where he's gotten a lot of albums under his belt. Pretty good artist.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the trailer for this movie. Like 30 seconds in, I saw it was directed by Trey Edward Schultz, who has done It Comes at Night, which I haven't seen. He does, what's the other one called? Krishna?
Yeah,
what it is?
Krisha, something like that.
Yeah, Krisha,
Waves.
which I also haven't seen. And then he did Waves, which I have seen. And just alone, that movie is fucking great. My God, it's just like, it's one of those, I don't want to say slice of lives, but it really tackles like the American family, especially like the African American like side of it. And it's a really good movie. He has a really, his directing style, I want to say, is like on the same level as like, I guess Shawn Levy, who did Euphoria. It's like really like neon, and the cinematography goes so hard. So, I mean, I know The Weeknd's kind of shoddy with his acting, but Jenna Ortega's in this. Trey Edward Schultz is in this. I'm down for it. I'm excited. Oh, and so is Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, so like I saw the trailer and I immediately was like, I have no idea what's going on, but this looks intriguing based on that. You know, I agree. But then I realized that The Weeknd also just dropped an album called Hurry Up Tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, is this just a whole fucking movie like for like his album? And I was just like, oh God, bro, like I don't give a fuck.
Yada.
Dude, God.
I mean, listen, I feel like there are artists that put out albums and then they'll put out like a film that goes along with it. I mean, it sounds like he's got, like I said, he's got Jenna. You know, I feel like her judgment in terms of like picking projects is pretty good.
No.
Yeah, okay. The Miller's Girl incident was crazy, but besides that, maybe she needed the money, bro. I don't know. Maybe she blew it.
That shit did not make money, bro. There's no way.
No. She blew her money like from doing Wednesday and, you know, Beetlejuice. She had to make her money.
She had to get something.
She had to do some stinkers, all right?
God.
This project still has interested me. I might check out the Weeknd album. I don't know. I'm not like crazy about. I'm not a crazy fan, but movie does like interest. Honestly, it looks like an A24 movie. That's the only thing that surprises me.
I don't know, bro.
It does look crazy though. From the trailer, it looks like Jenna Ortega is like a fan of this dude, and then like takes all his money and shit.
I can't even tell.
And then goes on the run. I don't know. It looks crazy.
Yeah, I guess we'll see whenever they release a trailer with more that shows more of the plot.
We'll see if the Weeknd's acting has gotten better.
Oh, no way, bro. Hey, we'll see. Maybe it's a direction. Maybe the director.
Yeah, Sean's like, don't fuck. I saw your shit.
Yep. Hey, well, Nick, back onto some more comic book related news. DC Studios series Lanterns that we know is being made has cast Ulrich Thomsen as Sinestro.
I don't know who that is, but I do know Sinestro.
Nick, bruh.
I mean, I looked up the actor when you told me. He seems like in his 60s, right? Like early 60s.
Yes, sir.
So they're casting like an older Sinestro. You know, I'm down for that. Like, he wears a lot of makeup anyway, so it's more kind of about the power behind the actor. And I think this guy looks like a seasoned vet. I think he can do it. Is Sinestro the one whose weakness is yellow? Like his powers are...
No, that's Green Lantern. Well, that's like one of the versions of Green Lantern. That's why Sinestro is yellow, because he's part of a different Lantern Corps.
What's Sinestro's weakness?
Shit. Fuck, I find it. Let me look. Hang on. I got you, Nick. Let's say Google real quick.
Google says
Sinestro is very arrogant, and his ring cannot be wielded correctly if the wearer is under the influence of drugs or if there is an involvement of neural interference.
Said you can't wear my ring if you're inebriated.
Yes, sir. Well, like
this dude has a breathalyzer on his ring. That's actually kind of smart.
The yellow lanterns are like the fear, and whereas like green is like what is it again? Oh man, we look like a great comic book movie podcast right now. Wait, what is it? Shit, hang on. Green Lantern,
symbol,
core, power.
Hope. Right?
Is it hope? Is it hope?
Fear and hope. Are you asking for the opposite of fear, bro?
No, I'm not asking for the opposite of fear. I'm asking dude, there's lore to the lantern cores. There's so many lanterns and each of them represent something. Where like the yellow lanterns represent fear. Green lanterns represent...
Here, I got you. All right. So, storyline of
it's willpower.
War. Yeah, red is rage.
It's willpower. Yeah, okay, I knew it was will. There you go.
Blue is hope. Violet is love. What the hell? Bro, there's a black core. Death?
You ain't know all this, bro?
What the fuck?
See, bro, you ain't a true fan.
And then white is life. Okay.
There you go.
Bro, there's an orange core for greed.
Yep.
So they're just greedy?
Yes, sir. Dude, only the greediest of the greedy can be in it, bro.
It seems like the green and maybe the violet core are the only ones worth being in. Like the rest are just like, it's like rage.
Wait, what about compassion?
I guess, yeah.
He said rage, death, greed.
I don't want no soft lanterns, bro. I need to be...
Dude, soft lanterns? Oh my god. Anyway, we got Sinestro, who is the leader or one of the leaders of the Yellow Lantern Corps, the ones of fear. Green Lantern's weakness is the color yellow. So like, there's one, there's one comic where it's a bad comic run. I think it's called All Star Batman and Robin, but Batman and Robin paint an entire room yellow and they paint themselves yellow and then they beat Green Lantern's ass because he can't do anything because they're yellow.
He's like, oh.
Dude, yeah, I swear.
Look it up.
And then Batman's like drinking lemonade. Dude, yeah, look up Batman and Robin beat Green Lantern up. And I swear to God, bro, they paint themselves yellow. It's so fucking funny. Batman and Robin beat up Green Lantern.
Oh my God, I found it. Dude, hold up. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to throw this up. There's so many visuals this episode. Bro, he is drinking lemonade.
Yeah, he's drinking lemonade. He's like, oh yeah, bro.
He looks like a Fortnite skin, bro. He's like gold.
Yep. Hey, bro.
Damn, they must have really pissed him off. Like, no way Batman went through the trouble of painting a whole room. Bro, there's like pipes in the room and shit. He went hard.
Dude, that's all they gotta do to beat Green Lantern's ass, bro.
Oh.
Anyway.
Dude, I gotta look up this comic.
Anyway.
That's funny.
All right, yeah. So we got a cast for Sinestro. I'm excited to see how that show is. I'm ready for the DCU.
Dude, yeah. Honestly, the more and more I hear about the casting for that show, it just gets me more excited. It just can't come any sooner. I'm excited for it.
Next up, Nick. Speaking of like the absolute opposite of being excited for a show, the MCU long ago announced Armor Wars, the War Machine-led MCU movie.
Oh my God.
But then it also was like, oh, maybe it's a show? And then they're like, nah, it's a movie.
I was excited.
They went back and forth on it. So following this is a recent rumor. This is according to comicbookmovie.com. They're hearing that the movie may be, quote, as good as dead at Marvel Studios.
Dude, they're abandoning this?
I mean, it says that we haven't had any updates, like official updates on Marvel Studios Armor Wars, excuse me, since they announced that it was being developed back as a feature film back in 2022.
Whoa, really?
No updates since then. No official updates.
Dude.
Yeah.
What the? Hold on.
It says last year we heard that the studio had to make a, quote, final decision on the movie one way or another, and they could still choose not to move forward with it. It says, more recently, scooper Daniel Rickman reported the project is being reworked after negative response to Disney Plus's Secret Invasion series, which also featured, didn't it feature War Machine in there? Don Cheadle?
Don Cheadle was there, yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think what, like, the last thing we saw him in.
Yeah, and it says it's expected to focus on entirely different things than originally planned. But it says, but this might have been true at the time. It says now it's suggested the movie has been canceled altogether. It says we've done some digging of our own and we're told that Armor Wars is indeed good as dead.
Dude, I was genuinely excited for this.
Oh, you were?
Like, I feel like on the same like scale of what Falcon was, like he was a really underrated hero, and you know now he's getting his time to shine. I'm getting more and more hyped the closer we're getting to this Brave New World premiere, because we're seeing it Thursday, which is
yes, sir. We're ready.
But War Machine, I feel like, is also another side character in the MCU that is actually really cool. He got recasted, you know. At first, it was Terrence Lawrence. Next time, man.
He said next time, baby.
What did he say? Yeah,
something
next
like
time,
that.
Baby. In the next movie, right? The director's like, yeah.
Oh,
all right,
my God.
you're done. You finished your scene. But dude, no, I like Don Cheadle. He was good in Endgame, and I feel like it'd be cool to see his story kind of continue outside of the big scope of the MCU. And maybe I don't want to say pessimistic, but there's a lot of shows that MCU has given us that it's like, who asked for this, or who is this for? And you know, maybe Agatha All Along, yeah, that is for someone. And Echo, that's also another show I missed out on, but that probably is for someone. Personally, I like the shows that are like Moon Knight. I like Loki. I'm excited for this Daredevil show. Maybe I just have a preference in heroes, but this show, I was
sounds like you don't
it.
like women.
I mean, maybe.
That's crazy.
The only reason I'll watch Echo,
it's because it's a guy in it. Who? Which guy? Which man? Which man? Oh, there you go.
apparently bro has less than 2 minutes of like screen time, but hey, I'll watch it just for that, baby.
That's fucking crazy, bro. All right, well, I for one am down for anything as long as it's good. I
mean, I'll say that too. Yeah, if it's good. All the good shit has just apparently had the guy.
Well, I mean, actually, I think Agatha All Along surprised me. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I'm on episode 2.
Okay, so you've seen like jack shit then.
I can get to the end.
It gets. I will say it starts off a little but I'm not gonna lie, it does pick up hard, and by the end, I'm like, yo, why are they low key cooking with something that no one asked for? And it's like no one asked for it, but it's like, I mean, they could still cook with anything, you know?
Yeah, there are surprises.
Yeah, but anyway, I know what you're saying. I think Armor Wars is probably canceled just because they've had to rework like everything due to like legal shit with, you know, Jonathan Majors and all of that. Yeah. And I think it probably was just one of those films where they're like, yeah, this would have worked and it could have been cool, but since we have to like just rethink everything, like some shit's just gonna have to get the back burner, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I hate to see it.
I understand that it's so hard to work this movie because I went into sort of like what, you know, the whole Armor Wars was going to be about, and it's based on a comic line. And
it is, yeah.
You know that Don Cheadle's character is like heavily interacting with Tony Stark, and RDJ is not coming back, and if he is, he's already working on Doomsday, so he's probably busy. He can't really make an appearance, and again, his character's dead in this universe, so it's like, you know, it would just be Don Cheadle carrying the whole thing. I'm sure there would be other characters, but no, man. Yeah. I hate to see it just die.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to say I don't care, but I mean, shit.
It happened.
Yeah, but anyway, to speak on the main topic of the video, Nick, I think we are done with our news.
Wait, bro.
Wait, there's more?
We had a Final Destination teaser.
Oh, shit.
15-second reaction.
Yeah, yo, I completely forgot about that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I wrote it down, bro.
Shit, good thing you did, because I definitely did not. Yeah, we got a little trailer. I'm not gonna lie, I think I saw one of the Final Destination movies years ago when I was way too young to see it. I was like 6 or 7 or something, and I blocked out almost the entirety of the plot. I just remember crazy ass kills. I remember something with like a tree or a pipe on a road that like fell back on a car, something like that. I don't remember. So I don't know all the lore of this series, but watching the trailer, I think like 3 different times I said, get the fuck out. So like,
get the fuck.
Yeah, so this, I think this movie would low-key be it's giving me a vibe of like this is gonna be good bad. Like I think it's gonna be like get the fuck out of here. If like a lot of this shit, I can't imagine they blow me away and give me an actual like I don't know, brilliantly crafted like film. Like I can't. This just looks like dumb fun to me, which is what I think the other Final Destinations were.
I mean, yeah, it does look very campy. I'm excited for it. From what the title implying and also the teaser, I guess that this is normally in the movies it's death kind of preying upon a group of kids that escapes death, but it looks like probably death is like chasing the descendants of like their parents or the people already killed. So that's interesting to see, kind of like just this whole family get this whole line of kids just get like horribly decapitated and killed by death. I mean, I'm down for it. These movies are so dumb. I think we need it though.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be seated, bro.
We will be there.
All right, Nick. Now it's time for the main event.
The main event. All right, what are we talking about?
Creature Commandos has ended. I believe it ended maybe 3 weeks ago by now, maybe more. Nick. Yeah, the whole series. Let's, I guess, give a little review and talk about the ending, what we thought, what we liked, what we didn't like. I mean, the first thing of the DCU.
Ended on the 9th. Yeah, I watched this like series as it came out.
Same.
I believe they dropped 2 episodes when it first aired on December 5th. And since then, I just kept up with it weekly. And we only got, I believe, 7 or 8 episodes.
I think it was 8.
But yeah, I love the series. I like how a lot of what happens in this, it kind of confirms what James Gunn was doing, which was picking, what he wants to pick from the Suicide Squad in 2021, which obviously happened at kind of a weird time with what DC was doing with its management. But speaking on the cast, we got Rick Flag Sr., who's played by Frank Grillo, the bride of Frankenstein, who's played by Indira Varma.
Yes, sir.
We got Alan Tudyk, who plays Dr. Phosphorus, Nina, who's played by Zoe Chow, and then Shawn Gunn's back as Weasel. And then we also got characters from Peacemaker. We got Steve Agee back. Amanda Waller also comes back. And yeah, it just feels like this show is a continuation of what the Suicide Squad was. It feels like it's in the same universe, just animated. And also Maria Bakalova was in this. I think she's the girl that played Cosmo in.
Yeah, she's also she was in Borat too.
Borat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's great in this too. What do you think, Josh? What are your first thoughts?
I really ended up liking this show. I thought it was really good. I like the animation. I like the monsters. I think I'm really excited to see these characters in live action because, as James Gunn said, he cast specifically with the idea that these same actors would play them in a live action version if they were to do that. So I'd love to see where that goes. I think the cast, when you like look at them, like I can 100% imagine David Harbour as Frankenstein, bro. Like, I can see it. I will say, damn, the only thing I really like that's like sticking with me is the ending, bro. Like, full spoilers, I think, for this because all the episodes are there and they've been out for like a month. So that's the only heads up you get. And if you haven't seen the ending, go leave and go watch it and come back. I cannot believe that they just shanked up Nina like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, is she actually dead?
That whole scene was crazy.
Like, I'm getting the feeling that, like, yeah, that was, like, she's dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, bro.
Pulled her out of the water.
That shit's, like, tragic, because, like, she, out of all of them, was, like, the only, like, not that, like, they all are, like, good in their own ways, but a lot of them are heavily flawed and heavily, like, dealing with trauma and shit from being turned into monsters.
Yeah, a lot of them are kind of, like, hardened assholes.
Yeah.
Or they're just, like, confused and misunderstood like Weasel. But
yeah,
I agree. Like, Nina...
She was the one.
All the characters.
Yeah.
I love how each episode, because we get 7, and there's about 5 to 6 characters in the whole Creature Commandos. Each episode follows kind of an origin story, and it also cuts back to the A plot, which is them going to, is it like, I don't know where they go. They go to some foreign country. I believe it's
I think it's a fake country. I think it's a fictional country.
Yeah, they go to a fictional country and they're going to protect this princess. Cersei also comes in, who's this kind of sorcerer who's, I think she's part Amazonian, and she's there's like these uprising people. It's kind of funny. There's like this group of like incels who are like fighting to, I guess, save Themyscira, and they're just like, yeah, like I want to go to like Themyscira where all the women are at. That part was kind of funny. But yeah, her character, when we follow the episode of her origins, she was born with her lungs outside of her body, and her dad built this device in order to have her be able to walk around and, you know, still kind of be a child, but she eventually outgrows it, and then one day she just full on turns into a fish. And
facts.
After she gets captured, dad gets killed in a scuffle with police. She has a really tragic backstory, I think. And her death actually hit me, dude, because I was like, no. And it even hit Lady Frankenstein. Like, she was actually torn up about it.
Yeah, she should.
I mean, bro, her arc is really good too, going from kind of a standoffish person that doesn't really care about others to becoming the leader of the new Creature Commandos.
Yeah, she probably has the best, biggest arc over the course of the show.
I think she's one of my favorites to watch this season.
Yeah. What did you think of the reveal right after that who was it? Like the princess is actually is like an arrogant like asshole or whatever, or like is planning on like taking over the world, and the bride broke down the whole story and then was like, oh yeah, like, and then she killed her.
I had a feeling, because when you saw Nina going in the water to stab her and they're underwater fighting, you see her kind of like she's taken off guard, but then she gets straight into like stabbing Nina and killing her. Obviously she's defending herself. Yeah. But then when she comes out of the water, her demeanor kind of was just like, oh my God, like she looks shaken up. It almost looked like she's playing like a part. So
yeah, I 100% think looking back,
been gaming them.
Yeah, looking back on the season, I 100% think that's the case. I mean, at first I thought she was just like horny as hell, because she was trying to fuck the shit out of Rick Flag Senior, and I mean, I was like, damn, like this chick, like she ain't got anything in a while, I guess, like holy. But looking back, it makes sense. I guess she was trying to like control them from and it worked, because after that Rick Flag is like looking for a way to like save her, and he ends up doing that. But then like, I mean, I really like the way like the whole thing is crafted, because then you really don't know who to trust, and like some people have the right intentions but are doing the wrong thing at certain points. And at the very end, I think I was really interested in what was going to happen. I actually was a little bit surprised that the bride actually did kill her. I thought it was going to be interrupted, or like it was going to like leave it for a season 2 or something, you know?
It seems like she straight up, well, she even said, she's like, I'm not killing you because like you, like you even did all this, that you were playing us the whole time. But she's like, I'm killing you because you killed my friend. And Nina, the only person who actually had some good in her, and she straight up just murks her. And then they walk out. And I'm like, bro, did anyone hear that gunshot?
Yeah.
Yeah, at first when I watched the show, now I've had some time to chew on it. The plot, it feels, I don't want to say simple, but you know, they go to a place to defend this princess, then they realize they don't have to, and they leave, and there's a lot of characters kind of just like running around and finding out things. Although this feels like a very character driven like show. Like each episode we follow, you know, characters that I never thought I would hear about, like Weasel's origin story, and then G.I. Robot, and somehow by the end of the episode, there's like some crazy fight going on, and there's music, and it's fun. I'm like, damn, I actually kind of learned something about this character, and James Gunn kind of humanized him, or at least gave him something other than just like, he's a weasel, you know, like there's more to the character.
Yeah. So I really like the Weasel flashback.
Yeah, dude. I feel like how James Gunn, also the whole opening credit scene and the sequence is awesome. I like how James Gunn made himself. He wrote himself into it.
Yeah, that was funny.
I like that part. But
it's an animated James Gunn.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, the animation style of this really well done. It's really fresh, and I'd like to see. I wouldn't mind if it stayed the same, or just maybe evolved to something next season. You know, I like seeing studios, I guess, experiment with different styles. But the show is really strong. I'm wonder when we're gonna see them maybe in live action. And I'm assuming we would get season 2 of this in the next year or two, because James Gunn said that this like first chapter of the DCU is Gods and Monsters, so it makes sense the Creature Commandos would start off this phase, but also probably reappear at some other.
Yeah.
Find something.
Well, at the end of the season, like we can talk a little bit about this. We see the Bride is now invited to like lead the Creature Commandos, and the new team consists of a lot of old members, but a few new ones and ones that we might recognize. Like we even see King Shark from the Suicide Squad. Yeah. We see King Shark is back. We also see a bat vampire looking girl who I believe, you ain't gonna believe it, her name is Nosferatu.
Bro,
Nosferatu.
Bro, the whole time Nosferatu had a girl, dude. Didn't know about
it. Wait, let me look up and make sure I'm right. Nosferatu DC.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, she was vibing. She was playing ping pong.
Nosferatu, yeah, she's gonna be we see her at the end. Who else do we see? Let me get this all. Creature Commandos. Ending.
Oh, GI Robot is back at first.
Oh yeah, and he got like
he was
buffed.
Destroyed. Yeah, in the 2nd or 3rd episode. Now he's like a big Baymax looking robot.
Yes, sir. I suspected we would see him back, because I'm like, no way they got Shawn Gunn to do like a character for 2 episodes that he dies.
Yeah. I mean, also he's a robot, but he was a cool character.
Oh yeah, okay, here it is. We also see Callus, an Egyptian mummy.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't know who that was.
Let me look it up. Callus DC. Okay. So Callus is... Come on, give me the... Okay. Just tell me who he is, bro. Wow. This dude's a very deep cut, because this DC database has almost nothing on him. It's just, damn.
Nothing.
It's it says he's affiliated with the Creature Commandos. It says his real name is unknown. This team includes, it just says who's in the team. Yeah, okay. Powers, zombie. He's a revived mummy. Okay, superhuman strength, durability, stamina, empathy. He can feel the presence of nearby life forms. Can channel his power through a staff. Okay. Immortality, self-sustenance, and healing. Okay. Alright, well, he looks like he's a mummy.
Damn.
So, there you go, Nick. Do with that what you will.
I'm looking up some news right now. This came out in December 2024. In its first full week, Creature Commandos was the 3rd most watched show on Max, with 22 million minutes of viewership. And it actually got renewed for a 2nd season. So there is going to be a 2nd season of this. I mean, that makes sense. I know James Gunn isn't running like what's going on at HBO Max, but if he's, running DC Studios, cooking, he's probably like giving himself the green light. He's like, hey, little bro, let me cook.
Little bro, let me cook.
He puts the hand on the executive. You're really in charge.
Oh,
I'm excited, dude. Season 2 of this will be cool. It'd be honestly more interesting to see them in live action, and then maybe back again. I don't know why they would have to, but it'd be interesting to see how that worked, or at least maybe have them be mentioned. Like, oh, did you hear about what happened to Belle Reeve? Something like that.
Yeah, I feel like we'll see. There's no way that James Gunn would
news reports.
There's no way that he would cast without the intention of them appearing at some point in something.
I mean, that's just smart. Like,
yeah,
if you do want to pivot that way, you don't have to. Like, you're already working with the person. They've already established the character. I also feel like this show did a lot of world building too, like for the DC.
Yeah, we saw like Superman strung up in a flash forward of a potential evil future. We saw Batman. Batman's the guy that got.
Yep.
What's his name? Is it Captain Phosphorus? Is that his name?
Yeah, he caught him.
He caught him when he was on his little crime wave. So like, I really like how. Yeah, I agree. I like how we're getting world building for the DCU before we even get into Superman. I mean, damn, bro, I'm ready to see like what this world is all about. It seems very comic book like not shy that it's from a comic book. It seems like they're gonna lean hard into all of the like gods, monsters, and weirdness. You know?
Yeah, there's a good twist in the midpoint of the show too when we find out that Rick Flag is working with Frankenstein, who
Oh yeah.
Also, David Arbor as Frankenstein was so entertaining throughout the show. We find out that there's a really good sequence where he's chasing Lady Frankenstein through like all these different eras. And
Oh yeah.
he's kind of just like this crazy stalker X, and it's like them in the 1800s, like them on horseback, like them in the 60s. That was a cool sequence. There's a lot of fun montages, but
dude, can't take a hint, bro.
She want me, no. Bro. Dude's literally the wear my hug at guy.
Dude, he'll get shot and he's like, hey, bro.
Dude, Lady Frankenstein actually has a really fucked up
oh my god,
too.
yeah.
Jesus. Well,
yeah.
first the scientist that makes her is like, oh, like we need to give her time for her brain to develop.
Yeah, at first he was cooking.
He wanted to hit. And then he hits her. Like he doesn't hit her, but he starts like having sex with her. And I'm like,
dude,
yo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Valid crash out.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenstein was cooking at first. He was being a good father. I mean, he's supposed to be a father to her, bro. He created her. Then that dude just started fucking, bro. Like, oh my god. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Reasonable crash out. Pretty
maybe
crazy.
Not everything he does after.
Yeah, not after that. But like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I would be mad too, but I also wouldn't be as much of a dumbass. And be like
what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that episode is crazy. Yeah, I really liked this show, and it just gets me more hyped to see more from this of this world.
Yeah, what I was saying is I like the episode where essentially Clayface is shown up. He shows up in this. The twist is essentially that when they brought this psych evaluator to read Cersei's mind or kind of see how credible her claims were, because she was saying that the princess was going to take over essentially the whole world. And we find out the scientist has been dead a while and Clayface has just been taking her place. But I like that episode because the dynamic between Frankenstein and Rick Flag Sr. was really good to just see them go from like fighting each other and Frankenstein thinking that like Lady Frankenstein's into Rick Flag, and he's like, dude, I don't even like her. It was just a fun episode. Hearing his references too, he's like, have you seen Titanic?
Oh my god,
it's a very good movie. Not many people have. Like, I don't know. This show just had everything, man. It had laughs. It had scene, heart. If I'm rocking with, who am I rocking with most on the Creature Commandos? Weasel had a pretty good backstory. Probably Lady Frankenstein. Honestly, she goes hard. I like her.
I like her too, dude. I really liked Nina, and especially after seeing her backstory and everything, I was just like, damn, bro. There's no, like, I guess it makes sense to like if there were any character in there, because like we only see these characters for 20 minutes each episode or so like there's not a lot of time to build like a feeling towards these characters to care if they die. So I guess if you were to pick one, I guess Nina would make the most sense to like kill off, to make, because like she was the only one that you can't dislike, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing you can dislike about her. She's like, and oh man, bro, like she should not deserve to die, bro.
She was born like with the disability and like pure, and so it makes sense. James Gunn knows what he's doing, man. He cooking.
Yeah. Anyway, Nick, let's give your rating for the season 1 of Creature Commandos.
Honestly, I don't want to rate it like too high, but I'm feeling like a 9.5. Like the only thing I could complain about is maybe this just needed like one more episode, or maybe just like the finale is big. It's not like, of course, there's like a big fight going on, but the big finale is what happens to Nina at the end, and I think that hits the emotional beat. But I just want to see more of this. I think this show is really, really strong. Casting is great. Honestly, it's very rewatchable. I could rewatch it again, and I maybe might enjoy it even more the second time, knowing like the story and stuff, and I can catch all the little Easter eggs. But
that's true. There's probably a lot of Easter eggs. Yeah,
really strong. James Gunn cooked this. This dude is, I keep saying cook, but this guy must be so busy, bro. He's plotting out like,
I can't
DCU.
imagine.
So it's nice to see his first project do well. I'm glad that it's renewed for a second season, and whenever it might be, I'll be very patient with him. I will be there to watch season 2.
Hey, we will be seated. I agree with you. I think I'm feeling a solid 8 to a 9. maybe 8.5 to meet in the middle. It's very good. I really enjoyed it. I like Nick said, bro, I'm ready to see season 2. The fact that it's a comic type show, I mean, I guess no one's ever really fully dead. So I'm hoping that Nina somehow comes back just because like she deserved so much more, bro. Yeah. But if they don't, then it's like, I mean, damn.
Her death it'll stick with the characters.
Yeah, it definitely will. Yeah.
Rick Flag Sr., his son's death is brought up in the show.
That's true. That's true.
He has a reaction to it. So, people don't die for nothing in the DCU, bro.
I agree.
Not like Black Adam. No, bro, rest in peace, Dr. Fate.
Oh man,
I'm pissed. He needs to come back.
Hey, he might. All right, well, I think that's the episode. Nick, you got to get to work. I got to make lunch.
Okay.
Then I got to do some homework. But yeah, all right. Well, let us know what you guys thought of Creature Commandos or any of the news we talked about. The Fantastic Four trailer, the AI, Superman's eyes or whatever that people are complaining about. Hey, let us know what you thought in the comments below. If you're on YouTube, I think you can leave comments on Spotify too if you're listening there. And I'm not sure about the other podcast platforms, but regardless, follow us wherever you're listening at. We'd love to hear from you. We got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got Threads, we got all that in the description below, along with our letterboxes if you want to follow us there. We'll follow you back. You can see Nick's takes there. And yeah, get ready to... Yes, sir. Get ready to get nicked up in the next episode.
All right. See you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.